cars on track for recording and recording.
Something I want to go back and talk about, Steve, is the beginnings. You were around from back in the days before IRACING and the creation of iRacing, the creation of the concept of the product and the growth from then until now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big problem. I mean, it depends on how deep you want to go. And it's crazy to think that it really started in 2002. Because we invented the
tire model, so Bill and Hanson here were able to build their tires quicker and a little easier, and so that most of the models are becoming more accurate.
Yeah, I mean, the way that it works now, you've got a new tire leading model, you try to get our hands on one of those tires. That way you tread it and see what it's made of, and then we also cut chunks of tread rubber to set off your lap analysis, and think about the stuff that we need. But again, you exploit that in the model, and for the most part it works, so maybe we want to tweak it a little bit in order to make it match up better with the way it actually is.
That's interesting. A sales guy says when you look into the lots and found out, please check your bag holding to see if they're actually yours. Also, according to the flag man, has taken a break from the flag stand to sign autographs now to enter the B12. Once again, that's B12 for the next 30 minutes for autograph session with Barney.
Sorry about that. I have been talking this entire time and have not been talking to you guys. 360 sprint cars coming here to you for qualifier number 1. Tyler Shell, Trevor Royer, Bradley Cox, Connor Duquette. Got to bring them to the green flag here. Green flag in the air. We're underway. Tyler Shell with a big lead off down into 1 and 2. Down the backstretch. Top 3 cars, single file. Getting on back a little bit. Got Caden Berry, Josh Whiteman. Working everybody there. You see the 45 machine, the Bradley Cox, Connor Duquette, side by side, working into 3 and 4. Meanwhile, up front, Tyler Shell with a battle. From Trevor Royer as they work through 1 and 2. Back down the backstretch here at Knoxville Raceway. Trevor Royer on the number 90 machine. Side by side as they work down the backstretch. Trevor Royer going to throw it in. Maybe pull a slide jump here. Working here on lap number 5. 18 laps to go here. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Trevor Royer right there on the back bumper of the Schuyler Shell machine as they work through 3 and 4. Here comes Tyler Royer right there. Will he try to get by him, or will he just ride here knowing he's made the show? Josh Whiteman. Corey Denson in the number 7 machine. Oh man, big flip down the backstretch. Wow. See if we can't figure out who that was. That was a massive flip down the backstretch. There's one car, no wing on it. See who that is. Couple cars on pit road. Diego Alvarado. See if we can't go back and figure out what happened here with him. Keep your eyes. Oh, the 24 just come up into the 23. Big wreck down the backstretch. Hard flip. Couple other cars involved there. Not too sure. See if we can't get a better angle here. The 24 machine, there he is. Keep your eyes on him. Down the back straightaway. They just get into one another. Big flip. And along for the ride they go. Still going to double back up here. 16 laps to go here in qualifier number 1. Green flag back in the air. Tyler Shell with another great restart there. Here comes Trevor Warren, and then got one car. Caden Berry way down on the bottom of that pink neon green number 12 machine. Looking to try to dig on the bottom, try to make something work down there. As he's looking to pick them off one by one. Got the 45 machine of Bradley Cox. The 14 of Josh Whiteman on the outside. But here comes Trevor Royer. Yellow flag back out once again. Not what Trevor Royer wanted to see there. Not too sure what happened there. Let's go back and see if we can't maybe see what happened here. Looking here at the 70 machine of Stephen McCaff. They worked down the back straightaway. Looks like it happened in front of him, or race control just didn't like the restart there. Not too sure what the caution was for. Doesn't look like nobody was off the pace. And not too sure what that yellow flag was there for. So Phil's going to regroup here, get everything back underway here. The 48 machine of Nathan. Well, let's go back and see if we can't figure out what happened there with him. There you see him, the 48 machine, the orange and black machine, working 2x2. Side by side through the middle. Oh, the 77 of Remington Wade just gets into him there. And he spins her down the front stretch. Meanwhile, field going to work their way back into the restart zone. There you see him, green flag back in the air. Tyler Shell with another good restart. Caden Berry down there on the bottom. Looks like one of the only ones on the bottom digging, trying to make it work. Roy with a big run. Looks like the outside line. Definitely where you want to be, right up against that wall. Snugging it tight, holding it tight. Big runs down the backstretch. Caden Berry still working on that number 14 of Josh Whiteman. Josh Whiteman on the outside. Here comes more. Caden Berry got out. Trying to use the bottom. 11 laps to go here. Yellow flag. Back out once again. Looks like it's going to be for the number 11 of Joseph Groom. Back to what happened. Oh, man, the 77 all up in the outside wall. Wow. I'm guessing that's going to be what brought the caution out. So we see Joseph Groom go down then to 3 and 4. Go, there you see more contact. To bring out another caution. And if you're Tyler Schiller right now, you're loving it. Qualifier number 1, top 11 make the feature. You know right now you're leading the race. These cautions are just helping you. Looks like race control. Gonna keep the yellow flag out here another lap. One to go this time. Field gonna double up. There you see Barney the iRacing flagman in the flag stand with the green flag in the air. Field's going to work through 3 and 4. Coming to 10 laps to go here. And Q number 1, Tyler Shell. Trevor Royer going to lead him back to the green flag. Green flag in the air. There goes Bradley Cox in the orange and blue, number 45. Working through the middle, down the back straightaway. Here comes the 90 Trevor Royer. Caden Berry down there on the bottom though. Trying to make something work still. Here comes Josh Whiteman. Josh Whiteman up there up against the fence. Here comes the 45. Bradley Cox down low. Oh, they're going to touch a little bit. Big run on the outside of Connor. Caden Berry still working on the bottom. Trevor Royer. Heavy under pressure from the number 12 of Caden Berry and the 14 of Josh Whiteman. Bradley Cox. Connor to get back there in the back. Tyler Shell checking out. 7 laps to go here at Knoxville for qualifier number 1. Caden Berry still working the bottom. Trying to make something work. Looks like Trevor Royer going to move down to the bottom through the corners. Here comes Josh Whiteman. Josh Whiteman. This is a 3-4 car battle for second. Royer in second. Berry. Whiteman. Oh! 3 wide. Bradley Cox on the outside. Bradley Cox heavy in the outside wall. Wall running it down through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Bradley Cox on the outside. Here comes Barry. Yellow flag out. Looks like maybe for the 77 of Remington Wade. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, buddy. Slide job not clear. Was not clear. Slide job not clear. To bring out another caution. Well, 5 to go. And Tyler Shell's still out front. Looks like he has got his car hooked up here today at Knoxville Raceway. Caden Berry definitely on the move. Andrew Allen. Definitely making something work here. Looks like the field's going to try to come around again one more time and make something work here. Field going to be single fire here. Pace car's off. Green flag by the air. We're back underway here. Josh Whiteman straight to the top. Bradley Cox. Caden Berry straight to the bottom. Whoa! Caden Berry on the bottom. One in the wall. Outside wall. Looks like that's going to be the driver of Jonathan Dolly. Go back and see what happened with him. Here on the start, keep your eyes on number 74 machine. And the Davenport leaders, number 74. Looks like him and another car touch there. Looks like maybe him and the 7 machine. There's so many 7s I'm not too sure it could be. Going to be coming to the green flag here on that last restart. Keep your eyes on the purple number 74. Looks like the 13. Oh, the 13 that just got into him. And along for the ride, he went there. So we're going to try it again. To see if maybe we can finish qualifier number 1 here. Donnie Bates, Dean Riddles, Jake Royas, Stephen McCaff, all out of this one. 1 to go this time. Tyler Shell has led this one from the drop of the green flag. Nobody has had anything for him. Can Royer or Barry or Whiteman pull off a win here? I mean, either way, they're in the show. Levi Salzgiver on the bubble. And Royer did not go there on the restart. Caden Berry straight to the bottom. Here comes Cox. Bradley Cox. Whoa, with a slide job. Caden Berry up to second. Caden Berry in second. Tyler Shell in third. Coming to the white flag here. We're going to go back here. Yellow flag. Not what Tyler Shell wanted to see. Looks like it's going to be the purple machine of Michael Surrey. Let's go back and see what happened here. Looks like he was 3 wide with somebody and was hanging on to it, doing the best he could. And looks like 2 cars got together, nowhere for him to go, and around goes the 7 machine. Three laps to go, so looking to be a green-white checkered here. Lights are off on the iRacing pace car. Three laps to go here, and this is only qualifier number 1. Green flag in the air. We're back underway. Ride it again. Caden Berry right there on the back bumper. Tyler Shell's been the closest to him so far. Tyler Royer had a shot at the beginning. Coming around to get the white flag. White flag in the air. One more time around for qualifier number 1. Can Caden Berry get to him? On the back bumper. Down the backstretch. Shell on the bottom, working the bottom, knows it's fast, knows it's getting grippy. Here comes Royer, ripping the top, ripping the lip. Nobody's going to get to him. Race winner going to be Tyler Shell for qualifier number 1. Caden Berry, Trevor Royer, Bradley Cox, Josh Whiteman, Connor Duquette, Flying Fred, Derek Petit, Brandon Barnhart, Levi Salzgiver, Clayton Wise round out your top 11 going to the feature. Everybody else goes to an LCQ. Alrighty, it's time for heat race number 2. Give you your starting lineup. Row 1 going to be Justin Stoltz, Kenny Hoffman. Row 2 going to be Chase Salford and Chad Griggs. Row 3, Logan Herbert, Jesse Bandy. Row 4 going to be Jack Anderson, Donnie Watts. Row 5 going to be Scott Thompson and Taylor Wineland. Row 6 going to be Tyler Rudebog and Rico Robles. Row 7, Larry Moody, Shane Yost. Row 8 is going to be Theodore York and Andrew Allen. Row 9, Dan Culver, Jimbo Rooney. Row 10 going to be Richie Gaines and Carson Kirby. And your final row for your 22 starting cars for qualifier number 2 is going to be Jackson Sutton and Robert Puckett. Well, qualifier number 1 was amazing. Qualifier number 2 looks to be even better. So gonna be pretty amazing to say the least. And want to give a big shout out. Quick Time Designs gonna be presenting sponsor here for qualifier number 2. So gonna be a nice one, and we want to say a big shout out to Horizon Sim Sports as being the Heat qualifier number 1 sponsor. So appreciate them coming on board and sponsoring this event. And we're about to turn 22 more 360 sprint cars loose for 25 big ones here at Knoxville. Green flag in the air. Field's going to work through 3 and 4. Green flag in the air. Still going to work down the stretch. Justin Schultz with a big run there. Kenny Hoffman and the rest of the field 3 wide back behind me. There you see the field working down the backstretch. Kenny Hoffman. Chase Swafford. Chase Slide job after slide job for second. At the Chase Swafford and Kenny Hoffman show here. Here comes the 27 of Chad Griggs. And Jesse Bendy says he wants to put his nose in there and have some fun. Kenny Hoffman going to look down to the bottom. Chad Griggs there. So go on board here with Chad Griggs. Whoa! Wide open. Yellow flag going to come out. Not too sure who it's going to come out for. See if we can't find what happened here. Looks like maybe the 6th car. Oh, Donnie Watt, or yeah. Looks like Donnie Watts went for a ride up and landed in the catch fence. You see him working down the back stretch. And yeah. Went for a ride and into the catch fence. There you see it. Five of 25, so 20 laps to go here. Gonna be doubling up here. Justin Schultz gonna bring them back to the green flag here. It's a complete lap number 5. Green flag back in the air. Justin Schultz with a great start there. Here comes Kenny Hoffman. Whoa! Chad Griggs with a big run down the backstretch. Whoa! They're wrecking, they're flipping and everything. They're still wrecking. There's one guy with no wing going through the pack. 20 laps to go, and all mayhem has broke loose here at Knoxville. Looked like one car went through there with no wing on his car. Let's go back and see. We can't figure out what in the world just happened. Not too sure there. Looks like all I know is the 49. Yeah, there they go. The 7, the 49, the red car. One car comes through there with no wing on his car. And again, all mayhem has broke loose with 20 laps to go. One to go here. Looks like the field's going to be starting single file because we've only completed 6 laps and we've had 2 cautions. So far, Justin Stoltz and Chase Swafford and Kenny Opp in your top 3. Green flag, and we're underway. Kenny Hoffman trying to get around Chase Swafford. Chad Griggs there on the outside. Looks like you got 2 cars on the bottom, 3 cars on the bottom. Chad Griggs working the outside. Here comes Rico Robles. Kenny Hoffman and Chase Swafford right there together. Oh, we got another yellow. Looks like the 30 machine of Robert Puckey. Oh. Here comes the number 30 machine, the green DC machine. Oh, looks like him and Donnie Schatz just got into it. Or Donnie Watts. And around they went. $18 laps to go here, and field gonna double back up. Flag back in the air. Justin Schultz with a great run there. Here comes Chase Waller, Kenny Hoffman, Chad Griggs, Rico Robles. Chad Griggs working the outside. Hoffman, Swafford working the bottom. Swafford going to shift up. Sees the outside line of moving. Knows he's got to do something. Here comes to the middle. Hopping. Whoa! Big slide job. Almost gets into Griggs. They say, oh, keep it cleaned up. Hopping there. Hoffman and Griggs. This is their battle for third and fourth. Hoffman way up high, using the big momentum run down into the corner, off the corner. Yellow flag back out. This is going to be for Scott Thompson. Let's see if we can go back and see what happened to him. Looks like a bit of net code there. Not too sure. Alrighty, looks like we're coming back to the green flag here. Oh, Swafford tried to jump. That's going to hurt him. Chase Swafford almost with a big jump there. Going to fall back a little ways. He's going to have to make the ground back up. That's going to open the door for Chad Griggs up into the 7th. Here comes Hoffman through the middle. 3 wide here in Knoxville. Swafford right back to third, working his way back to second. Here comes Rico Robles. Rico Robles, whoa, big slide job on Hoffman. Here comes Hoffman back down to the bottom. Oh, slide job. Here comes Robles back down to the bottom. Swafford right there. Slide job for Robles. Hoffman going to throw it back down to the bottom. Oh, Hoffman going to get put in the wall by Chase. 12 laps to go here in qualifier number 2. Hoffman's Waller. Behind them you got Yost, Jimbo Roney, and the number 17. Here comes Hoffman on the outside, looking to try to get back to the outside. 10 laps to go here in Q number 2. Hoffman to the back bumper of the 5. Looking on the inside, and we're going to see a slider here. Slide job into turn number 1. Here comes Chase Swafford back to the bottom. Hoffman going to drive it there. Slide job. He's going to get in the wall, though. Here comes Swafford. Yellow flag out again. Looks like it's going to be for Theodore York. He is upside down. That is not a place you want to be in any type of race car. Here he is in the black 09 machine on the outside. Whoa! And wow! Lick. Hard lick there. Oh, everybody's still piling in there. And gonna bring out another caution. Justin Stoltz started on the pole. This one has led every lap from start to here. Remember, coming up after this, we got the LCQ for 25 laps. There will only be one LCQ. First and second will advance. Then we'll have two 25-lap segments for the 360 Nationals. The reason they are being forward, we're having two 25-lap sessions, is because they are unable to refuel the car for the 50-lap main event. Meanwhile, though, we're coming back to green here for this one. Green flag back in the air. Justin Schultz with a big jump. Here comes Rico Rubles. Hoffman and Swafford starting off right where they left off. Working into 1 or 3. Hopping with big slider. Not going to get there. 7 laps to go in this one. Whoa. Hopping in that KHR #1 machine, trying to do everything he can to get to the Swafford machine as they work through 3 and 4. Up a turn number 4. 6 laps to go. Meanwhile, up front, Griggs has caught your race leader. Whoa, Stoltz hard in the wall. That's going to open the door up. New race leader here in the heat Q number 2. Stoltz working his way back around Rico Robles. Chad Griggs right in his happy spot right now. Here comes Griggs, Swafford, Hoffman, all duking it out for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Slide job after slide job. Here comes Swafford. Swafford with a slide job. Here comes Hoffman. Hoffman going to try and throw a slide job. Meanwhile, Shane Yost trying to throw his nose in there. Here comes Hoffman. Hoffman back with a slide job there through 3 and 4. Here comes Swafford. Swafford back to the bottom. He's going to get loose a little bit. Gonna have to check up. 3 laps to go. Working down in 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Two cautions out. Tyler Rodbog has been upside down at some point. See what happened here with him. He rides on 51 Premier Racing setups number 51 as he works through 1 and 2. Down the back straight. Oh, the red car machine gets into him there, and yep. Again, like I said, he has been upside down at some point. Well, first time all night, we have a new race leader, Chad Griggs. Pace truck's off there. 3 laps to go. Can Chad Griggs hang on? Here comes Hoffman. Hoffman on the back bumper, that number 23 machine. Swafford on the outside. Hoffman going to try to get around him. Here comes Stoltz. Stoltz to the outside. 2 laps to go. Can we make it back to the white flag? White flag in the air for Chad Griggs. And he has got a mirror full of Rico Robles. Robles going to throw it in there. Side by side off of turn number 4. Rico Robles not going to get there. Your race winner for Q number 2 going to be Chad Griggs. Rico Robles, Justin Stoltz, Kenny Hoffman, Chase Swafford, Shane Yost, Tyler Wineland, Jimbo Rooney, Larry Moody, Logan Herbert, and Jesse Bandy. All the top 11 that move on to the feature. Everybody else goes to the LCQ. Want to thank QuickTime Designs for being the sponsor for Heat Rate or Q number 2. Alrighty. Well, we are here for the right rear racing last chance qualifier for 25 laps. Remember, there will be 1 LCQ and only first and second will move on to the feature. Take a quick look at your starting lineup. Row 1 going to be Logan Herbert, Clayton Wise. Row 2 going to be Jesse Bandy and Michael Shireen. Row 3, Dan Culver, Josie Groom. Row 4, Tyler Rabog and Remington Wade. Row 5, Carson Kirby, Joshua Anders. Row 6 going to be Jack Anderson, Diego Alvarado. Row 7, Andrew Allen, Jonathan Dolly. Row 8, Robert Puckett, Corey Denson. Row 9 going to be Richie Gaines and Nathan Wemhoff. Row 10 is going to be Theodore York and Donnie Bates. Row 11 going to be Scott Thompson and Jake Rui. Row 12 is going to be Donnie Watts and Dean Riddles. And row 13 going to be Jackson Sutton and Stephen McCaff. Yes, this is the CONCY, for everybody wanting to know. This is the LCQ. The LCQ going to be 25 laps to see who's going to move on. Remember, only the top 2 make the race. Everybody else goes home. This is going to be good. You're not going to want to miss it. Field going to come into the start zone here. Green flag. We're underway for your LCQ. Field's working down the backstretch. Got a 3-way battle. Clayton Wise, Michael Sharoon, Dan Culver. And it looks like we've already got a caution out on the speedway. Does not look like race control like that start too much. And we're going to try it again. Top 4 advance to the feature. Excuse me, on my paperwork it says I had the top 2, so that is my fault. So top 4 make the race. Looks like we're going to re-rack them, restack them, and try this start again. We're set to get the field line back up. Looks like something happened with Logan Herbert, and he's going to drop to the back, and that's going to put Clayton Wise on the pole. Green flag in the air. Here comes Clayton Wise looking to the inside here. Jesse Bandy right there as well. Not too sure, but shows Logan Herbert still out front, but he is not leading this race. Dan Clover is leading the race, and whoa, we got a big one. Carson Kirby goes around and flips. Wow. Michael Shreen and Carson Kirby have tore some stuff up. Oh man, wow. Not what they wanted to see. And that's probably going to end their night here tonight. Still got 20 laps to go in this one. Looks like the lights are going off on the pace car. The field's going to double file. And we'll go try this again. Again, it does show Logan Herbert still on the lead. Still leading this race, and Jonathan Dolly, Clayton Wise, and Dan Culver are your front row there. So we're going to try this one again. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Whoa, we're already wrecking. Oh my goodness, what a pile up. Let's go back and see what happened. Did not even complete a lap. They were already wrecking on the start there. 77 to Remington away to 24, and buddy, they just piled in there. Wow. So we're back under caution. Did not even complete a lap, and we are back under caution once again. flag back in the air. We're going to try it again. Clayton Wise back out front. Jesse Bandy working, ripping the top. Dan Culver, Remington Wade, your top four making the show right now. Clayton Wise there. 15 laps to go. Coming to 14. Clayton Wise trying to make something work. Trying to get him there. Trying to book his ticket into the feature. Remington Wade back there. The 5th position, Jesse Bandy, Clayton Wise, Dan Culver, and Jack Anderson, your top 4 that have made the show. Clayton Wise, though, still working on Jesse Bandy, still trying to make something work here. As they work down the backstretch. Just can't make the bottom work down there. Looks like, I mean, it's definitely got some grip, but the high line with the momentum is just killing the bottom line. Here comes Anderson. Jack Anderson ripping the lip. He works his way up into the 3rd position. We're going to be coming around 10 to go next time by. Here comes the 7 machine, still ripping the top, looking to make the pass on Clayton Wise. Clayton going to ship up here in front of the 7 machine. Not going to scrub off any speed there, working the bottom through to 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Oh! Anderson going to have to check up big time there. Looking underneath the inside of the 96 machine of Clayton Wise as they work through 1 and 2. 8 laps to go. Here he comes. Anderson still trying to make his way up into the top 2. Jack Anderson in the white machine. Clayton Wise on the bottom. Here comes. Here they come. Making a hard charge for Jesse Bandy. 7 laps to go this time. Anderson on the bottom, Bandy on the outside. Going to be catching lap traffic here in just a minute. Anderson working the bottom side by side for your race lead. Battle for your race lead as they work down the backstretch. Here comes Anderson. Anderson right there to his door. Slide job! Up to the race lead goes Jack Anderson with 5 laps remaining in this one. Whoa, Bandy tried to throw a slider there. Got a lap car, the purple machine. Field still working, 4 to go for Anderson. Can Bandy get back to him? Wise, Dan Culver. Battle for your transfer. Dan Culver, Dean Riddles. Dean Riddles on the white machine. Dan Culver in the black in blue machine, the 50 machine. This is a battle going on for the transfer. Yellow flag out with 3 laps to go. Boy, oh boy, that is not what some of these drivers wanted to see. Looks like it's going to be Michael Shireen bringing out the caution. Let's go back and see what happened. Just up over the 91. And they just get together and go around. Corey Dempsey and Michael Shireen. So it's going to be another green-white checker finish here in this one. Alrighty, here we go. Jack Anderson, Jesse Bandy, gonna be coming back to the green flag here. Gonna be a green-white checkered. Green flag, 3 laps to go. Here in your LCQ as we watch a big battle here for the transfer. Dean Reynolds on the bubble. Oh, big check up there. The 50 machine trying to get there. Here comes the 74 Donnie Watts. Andrew Allen right there as well. 2 laps to go as they work down the back straightaway. White flag for the 7 machine of Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson gonna win this one. Jesse Bandy, Clayton Wise, Dean Riddles, and Dan Culver go to your LCQ, or go to your feature. Well, up next is going to be the SHOCKEYE Performance Feature event here at the Knoxville Raceway. The SHOCKEYE Racing Performance 360 National is going to be taking place from two 25-lap segments. Due to the field not being able to review the fifth car for the 50-lap main event. The way it works is the starting lineup will be your qualifier ones will be in the row in the inside row. Your qualifier twos will be in the outside row. Your LCQ winner will be in the row in the inside row. Your LCQ second place guy will be in the outside row. That will make up your 13 starting rows. Take a quick look here at your starting lineup for tonight's main event. 19 cars are going to duke it out for 50 laps. Row 1's going to be Tyler Shell, Chad Griggs. Row 2 going to be Caden Berry, Rico Robles. Row 3 is going to be Trevor Royer, Justin Stoltz. Row 4, Bradley Cox, Kenny Hoffman. Row 5 is going to be Josh Whiteman, Chase Swafford. Row 6 is going to be Connor Duquette and Shane Yost. Row 7 is going to be Flying Fred and Taylor Wineland. Row 8 is going to be Derek Petey and Jimbo Rooney. Row 9, Brandon Barnhart, Larry Moody. Row 10 is going to be Levi Salzgiver in the 19th position, rounding out the back of the field. Take a quick look at your weather. 73 degrees in the air, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Track temp currently cleared west at 6-7 miles an hour for your wind. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and kids of all ages, you got your practice. You got the qualified. You got your Q races. You got your LCQ. Now it is showtime here at Knoxville. 19 of the best drivers worked their way through 2 LCQs and an actual C main, and only 19 drivers survived it. Will Tyler Shell, your Q1 winner, win this thing? Will Caden Berry, he made a charge as they're getting ready to go 4 abreast. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you one of the best, you got the best. 4-wide salute here at Knoxville for your RPES SHOCKEYE Performance 360 Nationals, here presented from Knoxville. Getting ready to go 50 laps for 25 lap segments here at Knoxville. Appreciate everybody tuning in here on Elevated TV for this one. This is going to be a good race here. The heat races and the LCQ was a little bit messy, but we've got it cleaned up and we got 19 of the best, and we're going to go to 50 laps here for this one. Pace car going to work down the front stretch here. We're going to go one more time around, and then we're going to turn them loose. There you see your field working down the front stretch. Will Tyler Scheller win it? Will Caden Berry? We seen Kenny Hoffman. He was fast in the Q in race number 2. He's starting 8th. Will we see him come from the 8th starting position and win this one? There you see the field working down the backstretch. Into 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, get on your feet. Here we go. It's showtime for the RPES 360 National. Got them piled up here on the front stretch. Holy moly. Let's go back and see if we can't figure out what happened. Three wide, through one, down the backstretch, and man, oh man. There you see it. What brought out your caution? We're gonna re-rack them, restack them, and try it again, as we didn't even complete a lap of this one. Here we go to try this again. Repeat, it's showtime! They're 4 wide back here for 5th, 6th, 7th. Everybody ripping the lip. Rico Robles working nearly outside of Justin Schultz, Kenny Hoffman working the bottom. Trevor Warrior right there. Caden Berry. 3 wide as it worked down the front stretch. Caden Berry on the bottom of the 27 machine, Chad Griggs. Caden Berry in that pink and green number 12 machine. Justin Stoltz stuck in the middle, Rico Robles on the outside. Kenny Hoffman just kind of Patiently waiting to see what everybody's going to do here. Field works down the back straightaway. Here comes Justin Schultz looking in the middle. Kenny Hoppus still at the bottom. Caden Berry going to move up a group, try to get around Griggs. Here comes Rico Robles working on the outside, digging, ripping the lip. Justin Schultz still in the middle. Whoa, Kenny Hoppin way down there on the bottom. Right on that beam, that berm down there, that beam, whatever you want to call it there. Chad Gribbs right there working it. Tyler Shell driving away with this. 19 laps to go. Here comes the field. Justin Schultz. Whoa, thought about putting this four wide. Caden Berry working the middle. Here comes Hoffman. Rico Robles ripping the outside, man, making it. He has driven all the way from about 6th or 7th just using the top lane. Caden Berry seeing their speed up there. He goes to the outside. He sees the 3 machine working on the outside. You got 3 or 4 cars on the bottom, 2 cars on the outside. Justin Schultz moves his way up to the outside. Barry back down to the bottom. Yellow flag out. League Saws giver around. Let's go back and see what happened. There you see a little bit of it. Him and the 50 machine of Dan Culver. Whoa, they just touch. And man, oh man, everybody just piles in. To bring out a caution. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go side by side so you don't miss a thing here under caution. Don't go anywhere. When we return, we will be back here in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody, here as you see the field double back up, and we are going to try this again for 15 more laps here, and hopefully we can get another little good green flag run here. Field's going to work through 3 and 4. Green flag in the air. We are back underway. Michael Shell with another great start. Here comes Greg Scoffman Rubbles on the outside, ripping it again. Rewind for a second as it worked down into 1. Or 3, excuse me. Schultz, the only car in a country mile there on the outside. Everybody else working the bottom. 12 laps to go coming to be. Hopping yellow flag. Looks like maybe Jimbo Rooney and Levi Hargraves. Let's go back and see. Yep, Levi Hargraves and Jimbo Rooney together to bring out the caution. Field's gonna get the 1 to go here. We're gonna try to see if we can get a longer green flag run in here. 12 to go. Pace truck off. Green flag there, and we are already wrecking. Rubbles on the outside, Hoffman on the bottom. Show, here comes Rubbles with a ripping on the outside. Battle three-way, battle for your race lead. Rubbles on the outside, ripping the lip. Shell in the middle, Hoffman on the outside. New race leader with 10 to go. 10 laps to go here in this one. In the first 25 lap segment. Here comes Shell. Shell Hoffman up to the top spot. Here comes Rubbles ripping back to the outside. Back to the race lead goes Rubbles. Hoffman out front. Shell on the bottom. Rubbles still back there ripping the lip. 9 to go. Here comes Shell. Shell Hoffman back to the race lead. Shell in second. Tyler Shell all over to the bottom of the cushion. Here comes Rubble ripping back to the outside. And here they go. 8 laps to go. We'll go on board here with Tyler Shell. Currently third. working through the bottom on the cushion. Look at that. Just look at the berm there out the front of her, the top roll bar. Hoffman out front, 6 laps to go, coming to 5. Robles on the outside, Shell on the bottom. Here comes Schultz. Caden Berry still back there in that top 5. But here, meanwhile, up front, Hoffman ripping the bottom. Here comes Robles. Robles with a lot of momentum down the backstretch. In the 3. Kenny Hoffman hang on, or will Rico Robles go? Looks like Rico Robles starting to blink a little bit. Is that going to affect him? Here comes Schultz. Schultz now working on the 3rd position. Caden Berry, Chad Griggs, Herbert, all right there as well. Back up front. Hoffman out front. 2 laps to go here in your first 25 lap segment. White flag in the air for Kenny Hoffman. Off of turn number 4, your race winner for the first 25 laps is going to be Kenny Hoffman. Kenny Hoffman going to be your halfway break winner. Rico Robles, Tyler Shell, Justin Stoltz, Chad Griggs, Caden Berry, Logan Herbert, Jack Anderson, Connor Duquette, Bradley Cox round out your top 10. Phil's going to strengthen right back over, and they'll get a little warm-up session, and we're going to take a quick break, grab me a drink, and let you guys catch the little 5-minute warm-up. And yes, I do want to point out this is the fuel stop. They get 5 minutes to make adjustments to the race cars. And then we're going to go 25 more laps. The whole reason that this is happening is because they were supposed to be a 50-lap show, and these cars don't have a fuel stop big enough to make 50 laps. So they cannot do that. They have to pit. So therefore, we had a 25-lap segment to start off with, and then they have 5 minutes to make adjustments, do what they got to do what they need to do, and go from there. So congratulations, though, to Kenny Hoffman, on winning the first segment, and hopefully he can prevail here in the second half. We're going to step away, though, here and take a quick commercial break. And hopefully when we come back, we'll have the remainder of this one. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a moment.
the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Welcome to Elevated Television. We are home to the Pitfall Podcast Tour, the Madhouse Racing League, and if you are looking for a league or in a broadcast company looking to shine and show your name out there, look no further than Elevated Television. We do more than just broadcasting. We also do quality edits with HD picture quality and more. Here in just a few of what we do here over on Elevated Television. Overlays. We do all forms of racing from late models to NASCAR. So if you're a league owner looking to get your league out there, look no further than Elevated TV. Make sure you check out Elevated Television on YouTube, Facebook, and more. And since we are elevating your game, high-quality sim racing broadcast since 20...
Coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson. Unbelievable finish. It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go toe to toe for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Loma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett low. 4 wide at the stripe. For Audie's win here on this outside line. Neck and neck. Who's going to back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron. Drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
Welcome back here to the Knoxville Raceway Park here, as the field has began to go underway for another set of 25 laps for the second half of this one. And field lines up just the way they finished there in the first heat, or the first segment. And gonna be a good one here as we're set for another 25 lapper. Kenny Hoffman and Rico Robles gonna lead him with the green flag. Green flag back in the air. We are back underway here in this one. They are 4 wide. Robles in the wall. Schultz, that's going to open the door up for him. Here comes Chad Griggs. Caden Berry there. Tyler Sherrill right back in this thing. And this looks like a couple of guys going to go to the outside. Here comes Jack Anderson in the 7 machine through the middle. Logan Herbert. For some reason, the fireworks are going off in the infield. Don't know why, but we're going to go with it. Here comes Justin Schultz down to the outside of the 27 machine. Justin Schultz working the top side. He's got Rico Robles right there with him. Here comes Schultz, and Griggs is going to touch a little bit there. Working on 5 laps complete. Robles on the outside. Schultz there. Herbert. Here comes Schultz. Robles going to work down to the middle. Going to try to swap lanes with Schultz. Put Schultz on the outside. Here comes Robles, not clear. Herbert on the bottom. Here comes the 7 machine. That is going to be, I believe, not Jack Anderson. I believe that's going to be Connor Duquette. Somebody we haven't seen lately. He's working his way up into the top 5. Herbert there. Robles, Griggs, Hoffman battling it out with Shell. Here comes Shell to the top shelf. Tyler Shell trying to get away with the 1 machine of Kenny Hoffman. Kenny Hoffman working his way down the back straightaway. Check Justin Stoltz has got a train behind him. Herbert stuck in the middle. Here comes Griggs. Berry. Duquette. Here comes Robles on the outside. Here comes Schultz, Griggs, Herbert back to the middle. Robles on the outside. Rico Robles in that number 3 machine working the top shelf. Herbert, Duquette, Griggs working the bottom. Robles staying right with him, but that 3 cars on the bottom staying right with him. Schultz Justin Schultz in that number 23 machine trying to catch the front half. Barry right there in the pink and green machine in tow. Rico starting to make passes here on the outside, making the top shelf work again. Looks to me you got to be right up against that wall, if not touching that wall. 15 let go, 14 this time. Robles there. Herbert. Looks like everybody's slowly moving to the bottom. Couple cars still on the outside. Oh, we got a big one. And our race leader, Kenny Hoffman's involved. What just happened? Let's go back and find out. Kenny Hoffman was leading the race, and now he's out of it. Oh, him and Tyler Shelf got into each other, and that caused the wreck. Wow, what a turn of events in this one. Good hard racing, and now Justin Schultz is right back where he started earlier, out front with the race lead with 13 to go. But remember earlier in the second Q race, he put himself on the outside wall, leading the race. You think he has learned his lesson now and will not do it this time. So, and the crazy part about it is I feel like we're right back in the Q2 race because you got Justin Schultz in the lead, Chad Griggs is second, and Rico Robles is in third. The three cars that were in Q number 2. So iRacing lights are off on the iRacing pace truck, excuse me. Field going to double up. Going to be in the hands of Justin Schultz. Justin Stoltz. Pace truck off and down pit road. Green flag. Rico Robles on the bottom. Ooh, field tight through 1 and 2. Everybody clean and green through down the backstretch. Here comes Herbert. Herbert drives it down in there. Duquette on the bottom. Here comes Barry through the middle. 3 wide. Down the front stretch. Robles all up in the wall. Robles, Barry. Here comes Chase Swafford. Bradley Cox. Right there. People we haven't really talked about since the Q races. Ten laps to go in this one. Here comes Bradley Cox. Now will you see, people like Caden Barry that we've seen as we got another yellow. Back and see if we can't figure out who is the cause of the caution. There you see it. That was the cause of your caution. Here we go. Pace lights off on the iRacing pace truck. Justin Schultz, Chad Griggs, Logan Herbert going to lead them back to green. Green flag in the air. 10 laps to go here in this one. Herbert, Duquette, Barry, Swafford, all right there on top of each other. Griggs, 9 to go. Ooh, the cat, that's going to check up Barry. Here comes Bradley Cox. Chase Swafford. Rico Robles putting his nose back in the mix. Here comes Barry, and we got a yellow. Back and see if we can't figure out who it was. Looks like Tyler Shell. Broke his left front there and ending his night. Alrighty, coming down to the end here. 7 laps to go. Can Justin Stoltz pull it off? Stoltz pull it off. Pace lights off on the iRacing pace truck. 7 laps to go to decide a winner for the RPES SHOCKEYE Performance 360 Nationals at Knoxville. Stoltz, Griggs, Herbert, Duckett, Swafford, your top 5. Barry, Cox, Robles, Whiteman, Culver, your top 10. Anybody's race seal. Here we go. Stoltz got the field in his hands. Green flag back underway. Here comes Cox. Bradley Cox on the inside of Barry there. 6 to go. This time by, we're going to have the palm of his hand. 5 to go. Barry and Bradley right there together. Bradley going to throw a slide job. Here comes Barry with a crossover. This all going on for 6 and 7. Slide job after slide job. Four to go. Meanwhile, up front, Stoltz out front, Griggs, Herbert, right there. Whoa, nose the tail. 3 to go. This time by Popsicle Sticks in the air. 2 laps to go for Justin Schultz. Heartbreak in the Q race. Still managed to make the feature. Late race caution, give him the race lead. He has done everything perfect. Stayed on the bottom in the second half of the race. He is one more lap away from $125 through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Through turns 3 and 4. Your winner of your 360 Nationals, is going to be Justin Stoles. Justin Stoles is your 360 national winner. Chad Griggs and Logan Herbert round out your podium. Connor Duquette is fourth. Chase Walford rounds out your top five. Bradley Cox, Brandon Barnhart, Rico Rubles, Dan Culver, Jesse Bandy round out your top 10. Alrighty, we're gonna try to get the drivers in here and try to get them and there you see the winner in Victory Lane. And alrighty, it looks like we've just got the top two. We're going to get Chad Griggs in here first. We can get this thing out of the way. Alrighty, we've got Chad Griggs. I hope I'm saying your last name right, man. Coming home with a P2. Won the Q2 race. You gained 3 spots here in the feature. Highest was second. You started 5th, and your lowest was 5th. Man, walk me through all this racing you've done tonight. Chad Griggs coming home here with a P2. Man, you won the Q2 race after Justin Stoles put her in the wall, leading the race. Walk me through all this racing you've done tonight.
Oh, the heat race was a lot of work. And yeah, I had to rely on, a mistake or a misstep, or it was going to be really, really hard to pass. And that's actually kind of what we ended up with here in the feature race. I thought the track was just too far gone that you weren't going to be able to pick another line to get around another guy. Everybody's speed is so equal. So at that point, I just kind of settled in. I'd try to move my wing around a little bit and see if I could gain anything. Never really amounted to much of anything. So at that point, I was just puttering around, hanging there in second and trying not to just take myself out of the race, and we'll just see what happens.
Right. Well, I'm not a big dirt guy. I'm an asphalt guy. I just recently started messing with the dirt on iRacing with when Andrew kind of asked me to broadcast these races. So what was going through your mind when you seen in Q2 when you seen Justin put it in the fence, and I know the qualifier racers were kind of, other than making the feature, were kind of nothing. But what was going through your mind when you seen him put it in the wall and you knew you took the race lead there?
Well, I was at that point. You're watching because you're on that guy, right? So like I'm right on him. I'm focused on his car. Basically, I'm driving. Whatever he does, I'm going to react to. So I saw him get up in the wall, and I thought that it might kind of suck him in, so to speak, and really mess with his momentum off exit. So at that point, I just tugged on the wheel to cut down and give myself an escape lane if he got, into the wall and shot off or whatever, and just kind of diamond the corner at that point to an extent. But yeah, that's the kind of mistake that you look for and you try to react when you see it start to happen.
Alrighty, well, anybody, sponsor, friends, family-wise, you want to thank for getting you the coming on P2 here?
Yeah, I would thank Andrew for putting on these special events and everything that he does. He really tries to do a great job with all this stuff and puts a lot of time and effort in it. So thank you for the broadcast. Give us something to go back and watch and try to hone our skills and get a little bit better. But then I'd also like to thank my team, Scott Thomas and Racing, Scott himself, all of us guys. We put in a lot of laps at Knoxville this week, just kind of trying to get familiar, feel every track state out. And so thanks to all of my teammates in the race as well. And then lastly, I would thank Josh Whiteman with Finish Line Race Designs for all my paint jobs. He keeps me looking good on the track.
Alrighty, well, congratulations coming home one spot short here. And you got $75 for finishing second. So nice little payday sitting at home and playing iRacing, getting some money. So congratulations on your P2.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, we're going to get the, looks like Logan Herbert has decided he is going to show up. So we're going to bring Logan in here. He's a little late to the party. Coming home P2 tonight, Logan. You know, you had to fight your way through an LCQ, but I believe you got a provisional there. So just kind of rode around in the back and let the other guys duke it out there in the LCQ race. Walk me through the LCQ race to start off with.
Yeah, I mean, I just rode around. I knew I was going to be in the main show, so I kind of just practiced my line for the main show, and I kind of knew it was going to get that slick and kind of locked down there to the middle to the bottom, which, I mean, it wasn't a bad racetrack. It was just hard to pass.
Right, and you know, I noticed a lot of you guys were, you know, in the qualifier races, you guys were running the top, and then as we got to the race, you were running the bottom. And I'm not a big dirt guy, so kind of walk me through the difference in that.
I mean, I'm more of a big block and a late model guy, so usually, like, when you're up on the fence, it's, like, pretty easy to run. And I tried it one time in the feature, and it didn't go so well. I about spun out and knocked the wall down and took out the entire field. So, I mean, I'm not really sure how to run the top in these, but I know on the bottom, like, if you just give it a little bit of throttle, you're just spinning the tires. So, I mean, I guess, like, the big blocks and the late models kind of help me out keeping it smooth on the bottom, keeping it, like, smooth on the gas and on the wheel.
Right. Well, in the late model too, you got the body to lean on a little bit. In these cars, you lean on that on the body. You ain't leaning on nothing but the right rear tires if you're up in the wall. But,
yeah, I mean, I almost, like, wrecked a couple times getting under someone, and they can't see me because no mirrors, and it's hard to see out of the side of a sprint car.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can totally vouch for that. So. Well, anybody, friends, family, sponsor-wise, you want to thank for getting you home here third, and I think you made $50 tonight.
Yeah, M9 Performance. I mean, I didn't even know I was going to run this race until this morning, and I texted Ethan, and I was like, hey, how much are the setups? He told me $10, and I went and grabbed it from the website and put it in, and, I mean, they got me to where I am.
Hey, you can't beat that. Show up on race day, and you coming home with a third and $50 richer. So congratulations, and hope to see you on the next one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, and that's been a word here with Logan Herbert coming home with a P3 there. And last but not least, we can't forget about the winner, Justin Stoles.
Hello.
Man, my first question is, what was going through your mind when you put it in the turn 3 wall in the Q2?
Just another race, honestly. Honestly, just another race.
Well, and you know, it's kind of crazy how things worked out in your favor, because you stuffed it in the wall in P2 or in the qualifier 2 race, and then the leaders take themselves out, leading the race with a very advantageable lead over third place, which would have been you, and you were just kind of in the right place at the right time.
Oh yeah, just playing it safe. I know I had a gap behind me, no need to push the issue and go forward. There was going to be a caution, and I know that.
And it just happened to be the leaders at that. So, well, you know, I kind of asked Logan the same thing. You know, I'm not a dirt guy. This is kind of new to me. I'm still kind of learning the whole dirt scene. I noticed in the Q races, everybody was running the top, and then as we got to the feature, everybody started working their way down to the bottom. Kind of walk me through that.
It's just a shorter distance around the track. as the tracks look soft, you just want to be cutting the track shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter.
I got you.
And once that grip goes away, on the top, so you can't carry the momentum, you just shorten the track up.
I got you. Well, anybody, friends, family, sponsor-wise, you want to thank for getting you home here with the win and $125 richer?
Oh, yeah, I just want to thank all the guys over at Inferno Motorsports. We put in a lot of work. This was a spur-of-the-moment thing for me. I registered like 10 minutes before the race. D&T Designs, M9 Performance, Highline Cinematography. Yeah, just all the guys that helped me out.
It seems like a lot of you guys registered like either this morning or 10 minutes before the race. So, well, congratulations on the win, and not a bad night to sit at home on iRacing to make $125.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the broadcast.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, and that's been a word there with your first place winner, the winner of the race, Mr. Justin Stolz, and I hope I'm saying your last name right.
Correct.
Sweet. I'm learning these names. Some of y'all's names are pretty different. So,
yeah.
Well, that's going to do it here as we take a quick rundown look at the results from tonight's race. Justin Stolz comes home with the win. Chad Griggs comes home second. Logan Herbert third. Connor Duckett fourth. Chase Wofford fifth. Bradley Cox sixth. Brendan Barnhart seventh. Rico Robles eighth. Dane Culver ninth. Jesse Bandy comes home rounding out your top 10. Row 11's going to be Jack Anderson. Josh Whiteman comes home 12th. Shane Yost 13th. Taylor Wineland 14th. Larry Moody 15th. Flying Fred comes home 16th. And by the way, that is a heck of a name. Caden Berry falls from about 4th or 5th to 17th. Clayton Wise comes home 18th. Kenny Hoffman, after a tough break leading the race, and him and Tyler Shell getting into each other, and he falls and comes home and finishes 19th. Levi Saul's Giver comes home and rounds out your top 20. Jimbo Rooney, Derek PT comes home 22nd. Trevor Royer 2 laps down, and Tyler Shell comes home 24th, 7 laps down. Take a quick look at your race summary. 3 cautions for 1 lead change. Granted, we had 6 in the first one, so we had 9 cautions between both feature races. So, well, appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Hope everybody enjoyed the races. We had a bunch of hiccups with the broadcast at the start, but we pushed it through and had a heck of an end. So can't thank everybody that watches. Appreciate Andrew for letting us come on board with Regal Promotions Esports and do this, and can't wait for the next one. Taking a quick look at some of their events. Let me get my notes pulled up here. Got a bunch of races coming up. It's gonna be fun. These guys always put on a heck of a show. As far as things they do. Upcoming events on the 11th of September, Wednesday at 8 p.m. You got the RPES Super Dirt Week at Oswego Speedway with the open set big blocks, $150 to win, $20 to start, $900 total payout, $20 entry fee, and that'll be live over on OSR Network. Monday, October 7th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you got the RPS National Open at Williams Grove Speedway. Open set 360 sprint cars, $75 to win, $20 for 10th. $435 top 10 payout, $20 entry fee, invite only, live on the Buckeye Racing Network. Monday, October 14th through the December 2nd at 8 p.m. You got the Sprint Car Arvis Cup Custom Fix 360 Sprint Cars for $200, top 5 points fun and trophy for champion, plus $275 top 5 payout at events, $10 entry fee, 2,500 iRating plus, live on Buckeye Racing Network. Want to thank Admin Box for being the main sponsor. Extreme Rap Studio for giving out the Hard Charger Award. Two Fat Sen Guys Racing for being our qualifying sponsor. Victory Fuels for the Ford Wide Salute. Extreme Rap Studio Hard Charger Bonus Award. Finish Line Race Alliance. NARC 7th place bonus. Regal Performance first non-qualifier bonus. Two Fat Guys Sim Racing, Wall Rider Designs, and each and everybody that sponsored something in this race. Can't thank you guys enough. So for everybody over here at Elevated TV and Regal Performance Esports, you guys have a good night.